LPBW fans' hopes for additional episodes beyond season 25 are dashed by Amy Roloff. Hi everyone! Thank you for returning to my channel. Please click the bell symbol and subscribe to the channel for the most recent news updates. Genuinely crushed thousands of hearts as she talked about the prospects for the reality star, stated that because of the cast's personal circumstances, there is very little chance that the popular reality show will air additional episodes. Zach Roloff and his wife Tori, who left the reality show earlier this year, will be joined by Amy Roloff. Amy Roloff wants to concentrate on living each day as it comes. Amy posted a long video declaring that her family has made the decision to stop having their lives filmed all the time. There was a long caption for the video that partially said, as she added, "Being a parent means raising your kids to find their own path, and I'm here to support them as they do just that." She clarified that her family needed a respite from the turmoil of reality television. The TV star also talked about a crucial life lesson she has discovered thus far: do things gently, particularly when times are difficult. "I truly believe in finding that inner strength to keep you grounded and hopeful. For me, that's always been my faith. But for you, it could be anything that lifts you up and keeps you going," Amy said. In closing, she expressed her gratitude to her followers for their years of support and said that their love means the world to her. Fans of LPBW are devastated by Amy's shocking announcement. Devoted viewers of the show flooded the celebrities' comment area, expressing their desperate need for more family entertainment. A person wrote, another viewer commented, "It's sad Zach and Tori can't get past the fight over the farm with Matt and Karen. It basically ruined the show. And for the kids." Another fan expressed gratitude that Amy was able to share her life with the public for 25 seasons and acknowledged that he had learned so much. Another reader only pleaded with Amy to think about creating a series finale episode for the culture. "Though I wish Zach and Tori would be nice to Matt, I really enjoyed the episode and the family. What a wonderful husband Chris is to Amy. I'm sad there won't be any more episodes," another fan exclaimed. This user wrote, "Amy, you are a light wherever you land," and handed the real estate star flowers. "Love and best wishes to you and Chris. Your heart makes all of your kids amazing." This year, Zach and Tori Roloff departed from the family reality show. Revealed in February that the pair announced their departure from the show on their podcast, Raising Heights, during the 25th season's airing. The podcast allowed for a very private discussion, saying, Zach answered, "We made that pretty clear the last cycle. Let's just address the elephant in the room. Are we returning to Little People, Big World? We are not returning to Little People, Big World. We are done," Tori continued, adding that they needed to inform the world of their current circumstances, even though the choice had been made between them and on the show. "That chapter in our lives has ended," the mother of three said. Zach attributed his decision to leave the show on disagreements within his family. Given the string of issues their family had in the previous seasons, Zach said he anticipated that the fans would see the choice coming. Since they had made it apparent that they were done with that aspect of their lives for a variety of reasons, he reaffirmed that nothing would make him reconsider quitting the show or returning for an appearance. "We ended this last cycle, which had been difficult between the family and the farm deal," the former TLC star said. "We moved on." The desire to provide their kids peace and some much-needed separation from the other Roloffs was another factor in Zach and Tori's decision to leave. Zach and Tori's lack of support for the family fundraiser disappointed Amy Roloff's ex. Mao was upset by the reality star's decision to distance himself from his family, particularly as he was getting ready for a fundraising event for the Dwarf Athletic Association of America. Expressed his dissatisfaction with Amy's lack of enthusiasm in attending the event when he asked her whether their oldest son and his wife were interested. Zach and his wife told Amy they had other plans for the weekend, which fell on the same day as their father's event, in an attempt to defuse the situation. "They plan to make other plans," Matt said, refusing to accept the excuse, insisting that he was the reason for the unexpected outing. According to the disgruntled Roloff patriarch, "I believe they made sure they had a good alibi." Will the Roloff family put their differences aside and work things out now that the show is probably over and the pressure has decreased? With their fall family photos, Zach and Tori Roloff nailed the cutest kids ever. according to fans of Little People, Big World. Were ecstatic when Tori Roloff posted a fresh batch of holiday family pictures on social media. The reality TV stars posed with their 3 young children in front of the sign welcoming guests to Old World apples. The picture captured the essence of fall as the Roloffs stood in front of a few bales of hay and perched upon pumpkins that were set out beneath the orchard's welcome sign. The pictures were taken during a recent family outing to an apple orchard with the LPBW alum and her husband, Zach Roloff. On Saturday, September 28th, Tori posted the pictures to Instagram with a message, "All a mom wants in life, go to cute apple orchard with her cute family and take cute photos and get cute apple cider." Later, Zach made fun of his wife by commenting on the page, saying, "All a mom wants until about 2 o'clock today when a new cute idea comes up." Tori responded with a single emoji. Apart from the group photo, Tori's Instagram carousel featured a picture of her 3 kids, Jackson, 7, Lila, 4, and Josiah, 2, smiling while standing side by side in the orchard, followed by pictures of Zach holding Josiah's hand as they strolled around, Jackson sitting with an arm around his brother, and the toddler gazing up at the camera amid the fallen apples. The cute pictures in the post's comment area thrilled fans, with one saying they are everything. One person said, "Adorable family," while another said, "Cute, cute, cute." One Instagram user commented, "Cutest kids ever," while another concurred, adding, "Yep, you guys nailed the cute. The history of the family farm in Little People, Big World, and who owns it. Matt Roloff, star of Little People, Big World, has been at odds with his own sons over who owns the family farm that was featured in the 25 seasons of their popular TLC show." In addition to refusing to let one of his oldest sons inherit the farm, Matt also left the farm to his ex-wife in his will instead of any of his children. What is the real story behind the Roloff family farm? Who owns it, and why are the Roloffs fighting? Zach Roloff is angry with his father for not selling to a member of their family, and he says his father is not telling the truth about their argument. He also says his father is faking the situation to increase the show's ratings. The Roloff family farm's rise to fame. The Roloff family has had many highs and lows during the 25-season run of Little People, Big World, which began airing on TLC in 2006. They have shared these experiences with their devoted viewers. When Amy was expecting their twin boys, Jeremy and Zach Roloff, who were born in 1990 and became the first Roloff children to grow up on the family farm, Amy and Matt Roloff bought the family farm in Hillsboro, Oregon. Later, in 1993, the family welcomed a daughter, Molly, and in 1997, they welcomed a son, Jacob. As their family expanded, so did their farm business. The Roloffs' pumpkin patch and fall events hosted on the property gained popularity. Their notoriety only increased after the show debuted in 2006, and as the farm became more well-known in popular culture, it continued to be a significant piece of land for the Roloffs personally. Even after Amy sold her share of the farm to Matt in 2015, the Roloffs still took an annual family photo on the farm. Despite their 27-year marriage ending in divorce, Matt and Amy felt it was important that the tradition continue, and despite the challenges, it seemed like everyone in the family wanted to continue taking the picture, especially patriarch Matt Roloff. According to Us Weekly, Matt stated, "But we get together and snap a family photo." The Roloffs attended their daughter's wedding at the farm as recently as 2021, but viewers of the show are aware that the Roloffs have always been plagued by controversy. Was the Little People, Big World farm sold by Matt Roloff? There has been disagreement over who owns the Little People, Big World Roloff family farm, and both Matt and the Roloff children have accused each other of malfeasance. Matt chose not to sell some of the land to his son Zach in 2021, and instead of selling to any of his children, he put 16 acres of the farm up for sale in 2022, claiming that his sons had no interest in caring for the land. My twin boys decided not to consider working together toward a possible joint sale. Both of them, along with their growing families, had moved on to other interests and investments. My ultimate hope was that the entire Roloff Farms property would stay in our family for generations to come. Keeping that dream alive at this point in time was just not meant to be, Matt said. According to Us Weekly, Matt said on social media, Based on that, turning the big 60 in my cranky old body, the continuing maintenance/demands of the farm, claiming that he was getting too old for so much land care and that his sons were indifferent. You can watch Little People, Big World on TLC, Discovery Plus, Amazon Channel, Max, and Discovery Plus. In season 25 of Little People, Big World, Matt disclosed that he would leave his share of the land to his ex-wife Amy, not to his current partner Karen or any of his 4 children. Karen says she doesn't want to be involved in the Roloff family farm, presumably because she didn't want the kids to fight over the property. Nevertheless, there has been a lot of drama surrounding who owns the farm, despite Matt's best efforts, or his desire to appear as though he was doing his best. The reason behind Zach and Matt Roloff's argument about the family farm, Zach Roloff, one of Matt Roloff's oldest kids, claims that his father is not accurately describing the events surrounding the farm's ownership. Zach was negotiating the purchase of 30 acres of the farm with his father at the start of season 23, but those discussions went down, and Zach says his father put the land up for sale before season 23 in order to increase ratings for Little People, Big World. Zach's mother, Amy, was in favor of Zach buying that much land, but the deal fell through because she didn't want to get involved between her son and her ex-husband. Consequently, Zach relocated his family to Washington. According to Us Weekly, Zach stated on the program in season 23, "My dad definitely was encouraging the conversation." He finished by saying, "Me and my dad talked a lot over the summer about what this would look like. So, at last, my dad and I decided to set up a meeting, so his girlfriend Karen and my wife, Tori, came as well to help the process along. They even included their significant others in the discussions." According to Us Weekly, Zach responded to his father's remarks on social media in May 2022 after Matt sold those 16 acres off, claiming that his father's claim that the twins did not want the farm was false. "Very misguided and false," Zach wrote. "This post is a new shocking low of cowardice and manipulation of his family and kids for his own gain." On the other hand, Matt stated that his son Zach is happy in Battleground, Washington, and that it would be unjust to his other 3 children if he gave Zach the land, according to Screen Rant. The Roloff family farm is actually owned by who? Matt Roloff experimented with renting out the property for short periods of time in 2022. "I think Airbnb will be able to stay here as a short-term rental. So all of the families who looked at the farm but couldn't understand the long-term commitment of purchasing it," he told Entertainment Tonight. Then, Matt revealed on Instagram in April 2024 that the Roloff Farm Big House would be available for short-term rentals in the summer and fall of 2024. The Roloff Farm Big House is back open for short-term rents. "We recently opened the summer and fall block. If you're interested in seeing the farm that's being contested over, it appears to be open for a fee. We had a nice local family who had been renovating their house for a long time since January." Audrey Roloff of Little People, Big World shares her first family portrait with baby number 4 after the birth of their daughter, Mirabella. In May, former Little People, Big World stars Jeremy and Audrey Roloff revealed their first family photo shoot as a family of 6. Audrey posted a slideshow of pictures to Instagram on Thursday, July 18th, accompanied by Frank Sinatra's Cheek to Cheek song. "Over the years, we've done our fair share of family photo shoots. Since the kids grow and change so quickly, it's always a priority for me to do them at least twice a year." The mother of 4 captioned her update, saying, "It's always chaos and so stressful for me leading up to the shoot because of course it's mom that has to prep and think of all the things." The photos included Audrey and Jeremy along with all of their children, Ember, who is 6 years old, Bode, who is 4 years old, Radley, who is 2 years old, and Mirabella, who is almost 2 months old. The slideshow also featured pictures of Audrey alone with Jeremy and Mirabella, as well as Audrey with her newborn daughter. Audrey included advice in her long post on how to handle family picture shoots with little children, such as lowering expectations, making sure everyone is fed in advance, and taking brief pauses. She ended by soliciting input from her fans. In the comment section, Instagram users responded to Audrey's family photo shoot advice. "Photos of real-life children being kids create the best memories, not the idealized images we may have in our minds," one person remarked. "Parents, do not tell your kids to smile at the camera," another person said. When parents are shouting at their children and pointing at the camera all the time, photographers may miss a lot of images. Bring a family friend over to stand behind the photographer and help get kids to look in the right spot, another person suggested in the interim. Nevertheless, the Roloffs succeeded, and their first family portrait was a huge success.